Hey guys, this is kind of a weird one. Obviously, you know, just off the top, there was a bug, and it should have been fixed and reported. It should have been fixed and reported a long time ago. However, there now really becomes a counter to this. The counter is that is there really a net con to physical DPS doing a ton of damage in leveling content slash content that will really not be relevant long term? I think in like 4 to 5 weeks, heroics are going to plummet. I think that TBC will become what it is, which is very raid log heavy. I think that's fine. I like TBC, but I do think that that's what's going to happen. I think that people are going to get their badge gear. I think people are going to get their reputations done. It's just going to become, you know, maybe doing a daily for gold or whatever it might be. But I don't think it's going to be as active as it is now. Obviously, it couldn't be to start the expansion. I cannot find a single post though that has any substance to it that was actually upset with how much damage physical classes were doing. Are people going to be happier? Heroics are going to be harder to fill, take longer? No. Are those who are late hitting 70 going to be happy it's going to take them longer now? No. Physical classes, obviously, I'm talking about there. Should we actually care at all that this is in a sped up 9-month TPC? Probably not. Like, that's honestly the case. Does this help by making tanks seem less engaging now? I don't think it does. I think if you go to the forums, if you go to any of these posts, it's filled with, I'm a feral druid and my threat's going to feel horrible now. Or update, I am a feral druid and my threat does feel horrible now. Or I'm a prop warrior and everyone told me prop warrior is weak in TBC, still played it, and turns out it is even weaker now with this change. But I think it's super telling again that there was, you know, really virtually no backed complaints about this before it was pointed out. No one was upset. Groups were pumping. I think bug or not, it's really hard to sell someone to go back to something slower or weaker, intended or not. Like, imagine if your boss was just like, hey guys, you know, every day you're going to get off 30 minutes earlier and we're also going to give you a pay increase. Like, that's what the new manual says. We're launching a new program at work. You get used to it. You do it like 2 weeks. It's really great. Feels awesome. You're really happy. And then he comes back and he's like, hey, you know, guys, I read the manual wrong. That's actually not really supposed to be in just quite yet. So I'm going to take it back and we're going to go back to the pay before. Like, why would you be, you know, why would you be happy about that? Like, why would physical DPS be happier? Like, of course they're like, yeah, you know, it's objectively correct. It's what's in the data, but this feels like shit. And I think that, like, if Blizzard right now, is there's bugs in the game that are good, right? Like if Blizzard right now fixed the KT timing and era after it's been bugged, quote unquote, since SOD's release, since SOD's Nax release, obviously it would make sense on paper. It's not correct. It doesn't fit the timeline of era, but it would also like fucking suck. No one is going to go, man, I really missed a longer ad phase before KT. Like right now, anyone with their frontal lobe developed isn't going to go, man, I love having to be more choosy instead of just filling my heroics, etc. Because physical damage blows now. There's like virtually really zero win from this. I guess if you're super stoked, you get to still have virtually zero issues fighting a group and also get to go be top DPS as a caster, you're probably really stoked. But it really hurts a portion of the player base because they got used to a bug that they had zero control over. Like that's the honest reality of it. Like your guild dad hunter who everyone loves, who's going to take a little bit longer to hit 70 now, because he can't just like, you know, blaze through quests or dungeons. Like it's going to suck for him. Like it's really like people are commenting on this like another win for the unemployed. It really doesn't benefit the unemployed as much as it affects the employed. Like if it's easier for the unemployed at 70 because of it, imagine what it's going to do for the dad who has like an hour every other day to play the game, or someone who now has more limited time, school starting, etc., whatever, right? Blizzard is dumb. No one has said about this. They could have just left it in the game. They could have maybe tweaked it just a little bit, right? Like they could have made like a compromise. This also really ties into something I've spoken pretty openly about. No one is playing this for a challenge. Again, there was virtually no one outspoken that physical damage was too much, making content way easier. No one was on the forums like, physical damage is doing way too much in heroics, and heroics are now easier because of it. I cannot find a single post that isn't from like a really obvious rage bait account that has like all their posts are being contrarians. Another topic for another day. No one is posting like warrior is doing too much, these heroics feel too easy. There was not a single point in the grind to 70 that I was in a dungeon and thought, man, the warrior is doing too much damage, way more than I felt like they did in 2021. I wish this was lower so that these groups could go slower and I could get less XP. It's a sped up 9-month cycle of TBC. People do not give a fuck about difficulty. They're playing because it's a game that is fun and super engaging. Also, before I end this, I just want to say like virtually was the word for Wordle Plus the other day. So I kind of had to go crazy with it. But anyways, if you're looking for a guild for TBC on Nightslayer Horde, DM me on Discord. My user is obviously just Boss Baby, and I have a picture of Tom Cruise from Eyes Wide Shut as my profile picture. Hit me up. Let's talk. Excited for more TBC. Take care, y'all. Have a great weekend.